Well, hello there, people. My name is Diana, and this is Bentley, and he's not comfortable. Hi! First of all, if you're here for actual advice about what should you do and what should you not do when you're trying to rent a flat in London, please skip to this time code, otherwise you'll have to listen to a long, annoying story about how I was actually almost hired as a scammer, a property scammer here in London. So honestly, I just recently remembered that this story happened to me at all, and when I remembered it, I was like, holy shit, how did I forget? I must fucking do a video about this because wow! And trust me, this story is 100% true. Please believe me. So because this story happened 2 years ago, I only have the 2 emails that I'm gonna show you to actually prove that this has happened to me. I do not have the text messages left. From what I know, this company does not exist anymore, and all evidence of this company ever being around has been wiped off the internet, so I think that they just don't operate anymore. I'm not scared that somebody is gonna come and get me for actually telling you this story and trying to make you avoid this kind of scam. But you know, I'm pretty sure that there are people who do this scam everywhere, not just in London, so this could probably apply to everywhere around the world, but I'm just gonna tell you specifically my situation that happened here in London. So 2 years ago, I was looking for some part-time job to just make some cash on the side because we students, we're broke, we have no money. I didn't and I still don't have any kind of experience, so it's very, very hard to find any kind of job here in London. So I came across this job advertisement on Gumtree to rent out rooms. For those who don't know, Gumtree is a platform that's usually used to sell and buy things. Any person can post any kind of ad on that website, and it's completely free, so this is pretty much why those scammers were using that website. It's free. I was actually applying for quite a lot of jobs at the time. Every single job that I found that would probably be suitable for me, I would apply to it like any other person would do. You don't just apply for one job and wait for it to happen. And you know, that fact should have been my first red flag because I've received 2 emails from 2 different people but telling me to come for an interview in the same company. I would assume they would have a lot of people sitting on the website advertising for it, but oh my god, how many people do you need to hire? I replied to the more constructive email, I went to the interview. The interview went completely fine, to be honest. It was a normal group interview and it didn't seem like anything unusual at all. Everybody were like, yeah, this looks good, it's an office, it's an interview. A day after I passed the interview, they sent me a text message telling me to come for the training day on either it was a Saturday or a Friday, I'm not really sure. And the training, now that's when it becomes interesting. The fucking training. But first, before talking about the training, let's first read the job description email so we can have a clear understanding about what the job is actually about. What's the job about? Finding people looking for accommodation. There is a different way to do it, but the most important is by placing ads in a number of webs such as Facebook, Gumtree, Twitter, etc, etc. As until now, this is the #1 source of business for our company. Since your potential clients will be spending 50% of their time on Facebook, you will spend half of your working hours on it too. Oh, great! So we will be advertising on Gumtree, Facebook, and on Twitter, just where I go to look for fucking flats to rent. Perfect! 2. Present your options to the potential clients. This is called the viewings. Most of the times they will call you and you will make the viewings with them and sell them the room's flats. Okay, well, that's normal. However, you don't have to tell us that it's called the viewings. You know, any normal person knows what a viewing of a flat is. 3. Closing the deal. Rent the room to them, sign the application form, get the holding deposit, and deal is closed. Once a week at the end of the day, the whole team will meet at our office in our favorite pub in order to discuss business, hand out contacts, etc., and then everyone home. This does not sound like too much of a legitimate business. Yes, colleagues go together to pubs after they're done with work, but you don't have meetings in pubs. That's just loud and wrong, okay? Your paid training. You will be on a 2-week trial period where you will learn how to do the job. Here you will need to rent a minimum of 6 rooms within the 2 weeks. After passing the training successfully, you will get a welcome bonus of up to £300 in addition to your commissions earned. No way, this just sounds too good to be fucking true. A bonus? Once you become a broker after passing the training, you will get 2 types of income. First, £70–80 average per room rented. This will go up every time you rent a room and will be capped at £100 per room. Second, 50% of all uplifts for your whole time that the room would be occupied by your client. For example, we give you a base price for a specific room in one of our flats, let's say £105 per week. If you rent that room for 6 months and £150 per week, your share of the uplift for that specific deal will be £130 plus £80 commission average. So you will be making £210 for renting a room. As easy as that. The top owner of our company is a Polish girl that cleared the last month with £2,850. No fucking way, this just sounds too good to be fucking true. Oh my god, I want that job. All you have to do is rent out rooms? Wow! Our most successful trainee passed last month the trial period with 18 rooms instead of the minimum 7. Did they really write instead separately? Instead? Really? He is a Spanish guy without sales experience but very motivated. As the result can tell, so far the 3 weeks he got £1,760. No fucking way! This is like a dream job, right? The minimum guaranteed monthly income after passing the training is £1,200. Of course, the aim is for you to make more than that. Of course, rent out more rooms. How convenient. At the same time, if you're well organized, you could make in 4 hours per day a full-time salary without a problem. If you are studying, we will arrange your timetable depending on your university classes. It's important to mention that this is not a 9-to-5 office job, and sometimes you would have to hand keys, close a deal or open doors for a client at 8:30 p.m. if, for example, someone has hired a room for you from abroad and is just getting to London, or help moving desk or decorate a room if necessary in order to rent in a better price. Okay, just to clarify, even if an estate agent helps you move into your flat and move things around, you're not supposed to pay more for the rent, okay? This is ridiculous. The rent is a fixed price. I mean, give the guy a tip if you want to, but you're not supposed to be paying higher rent monthly just because the estate agent helped you move into your fucking flat. It's fucking stupid. But honestly, this job? This is just too good to be fucking true. I mean, everybody would be like, fuck yeah, I want that job. This is the perfect job for me. I'm a student. I need flexible timetables. I want money. And just to say, I would have actually gone today to that office again, but the building has been demolished. You can look at the link down there, but yeah, they're building a new building over there. They're not there. That office does not exist anymore. So that cold training that I went to was quite interesting, I must say. There were about 12 of us in total, and we were all just international people, all from different countries, knowing different language. And we expected a representative of the company to, I don't know, stand in front of us, tell us about what the company does, tell us the actual name of the company maybe, like explain to us what's the work environment like, explain to us what our job is gonna be like, you know, the usual things about training in a job. But oh my god, we were so wrong. One of the girls just clicked on a video for us to watch on a big TV screen, and it was not even a video, it was like a PowerPoint presentation that was recorded as a video without even any narrations. So the slides would just go and we would have to read all of the slides, like everything that was said on the screen before it went to the next one. We just sat there for 30 minutes reading it and reading it and reading it until the video is over in silence. I tried to do my best to remember everything that happened over there and everything that they taught us, so I can tell you guys what kind of stupid bullshit they tell us to do. So I am going to tell you what I have learned from those estate agent professionals, if you can call them that. Diana, Off to you. Thank you, Diana. I'll take it from here. I have learned a lot about renting property in London, and now I'm passing this knowledge on to you. The best places to advertise room for rent are Facebook, Twitter, and Gumtree. I mean, who needs actual real estate websites that actual real estate agents use, right? Haha, not us. So post your fake ads everywhere you can. Your main goal is to get people to reply, not to rent out a room. The best way to get photos of the property that you're trying to rent is not by taking pictures of the property, just use Google Images. I mean, we're not actually renting out real flats. That's right, pick any picture of any room and put it on your ad. You're not actually advertising real property, so it's okay. Never specify a lot about the actual flat or room that you're trying to rent, because it doesn't matter. Just sell the location, sell the closest tube station, sell the high street, sell the closest bars and the pubs. Location, location, location. Because, you know, sometimes the flats are not really livable, so when a potential customer messages you about a room, just tell them the one on the ad is already gone, because we both know it never existed. But oh, what luck, we have another room just for that customer in that exact same location. Book a viewing, make them pay the deposit, right there, right now. It is your responsibility to rent out the room no matter what condition it is in. If the room is shit, it's your fault. Just buy some decoration, clean up. It's your responsibility to sell the room. The product is not the problem. You are the problem. If you rent out the room at a higher price than the market price, half of that difference will be yours. Yes, you've heard me correctly. Half of the difference, 50%, is gonna be yours. So what if the tenants will have to pay more for their flat? It doesn't matter. It's your money now. Just be happy. Try to book as many viewings for the same flat right after the other, so potential clients can see other potential clients and be encouraged to pay up right there and then for the flat. Encourage your clients to pay right there and then. Estate agents do this all the time. Just tell them another person really wants that flat, and if they're not going to make a decision right there and then, that person is going to take that flat. Your client will have no choice but to pay you right there. And don't forget, sell them the location and not the room or flat itself. Because we don't really care what's the condition of the housing we rent out. Nobody ever checks if they're livable, and nobody ever will check. Your main job is just getting that deposit, and what we're not telling them is that it's non-refundable. And remember, we're not scamming anybody. They saw the place. They know what they're getting. So what if some of the housing won't have any water, heating, electricity, or even general livable conditions? After they pay us the deposit and move in, there's nothing they can do about it. They will never see their miserable money again. But it's all legal, so... Diana, back to you. Thank you, Diana. Do you get my point? And at the training, we were not just given the presentation to see, we were also given a text to read, which basically just told us how to phrase our ads properly so more people will fall for them. It doesn't matter, I wasn't even paying attention anymore because I knew it was a scam. My main priority at the time was, how do I get out of here? At that time, I was already looking around the room, looking at other people's expressions and their reactions, trying to figure out if they understand if it's a scam. But from what I understood, that most of the people were like, oh yeah, this is very important and this is very, very nice and good. But the way that those people gathered us, they just told us that we need to sit here, do their stupid test, and stay there until the evening because this is a training and this is important and bullshit like that. Basically, they were just using some kind of psychological pressure on us, and it really made me think like, holy shit, I need to stay here and do that. But then I'm like, no, Diana, stop. You need to get out of here. But oh my god, the test. The stupid test they gave us to check if we have learned anything. We were given a very, very stupid test that basically told us to invent an ad for a flat out of like our heads for a non-existent room in a way that we would phrase it online. And oh my god, I did not care about it at that point. I did not care. I don't remember what I wrote there. I wrote a bunch of bullshit, probably just mocking them, being like, yeah, Small room, middle of nowhere. Come and get it. And I did not realize that that woman is actually gonna go around checking those tests right there and then. And guess what? I received the lowest score in the group. Lowest fucking score in the group. Oh, the fucking shame. And the funniest part was, when that girl was going over the mistakes that we made in the test, she used my test as an example because, and I quote, of how well I've done. After going over that test, that girl told us that we will be staying in that office until the fucking evening. It was fucking morning at that time, and I was thinking to myself, oh fuck no, my little Bentley is waiting for me at home, I am going, fuck you all, I'm out of here. So I've called that girl over to me, and I've thought of the most typical excuse that will not question her. I just said that I got a message and my grandmother is in the hospital and she needs me. And the girl immediately was like, yeah, of course, yeah, go. But before she let me go, she took away all the papers that they have given me that day. Because, you know, you wouldn't want those papers to get out of that office. Trust me, if I had those papers on me today, oh my god, they all would have been arrested by now. Trust me. But thank God I got out of there. I was running to the tube station. I was like, fuck no, I am never coming back. This is fucking ridiculous. How do these people even exist? Oh, you know what the best part is? They wanted me to pay for the fucking training. Fucking pay them 30 pounds. Are you fucking kidding me? Thank God they did not see my money. They're never gonna see my money. That's my fucking money. So later when I was researching that company, I did find 2 people specifically who were scammed and who realized that they were scammed by this company. They were rented out a room that was literally unlivable in. They had no water, no heating, and they could not get out of their contract, and they never received their deposit back. So you see, this is quite a bad situation because housing in London is very, very expensive, and finding a place to stay in London is extremely hard, especially if you're on a budget. And now here's some advice on what you should do if you are trying to rent a flat in London. Diana, maybe you can take over? Oh yeah, sure thing. I'll take over again. First of all, only use legitimate real estate agencies. Real agencies use websites like Rightmove and Zoopla to advertise their listings. On the listing, you will see the agency's logo and the name of the agency. Avoid ads on Gumtree, Craigslist, Twitter, and Facebook like the plague. Avoid them. These are most likely scams. Do not sign any deals or pay anybody ahead if you have not seen the property. Do not send money ahead if you're trying to rent from abroad. Better safe than sorry. If you're coming from abroad and you need to rent a room, come here in advance for at least a week and look for a flat with real estate agencies. Trust me, it's worth it and you won't be losing any money. Many properties are available for immediate rent here in London, so you will have a choice. Real estate agencies have an actual office that looks like an actual real estate office. Trust me, the one that I visited for my training looked nothing like a real estate office. Many real agents will actually invite you over to their office to discuss which flats you want to view if you want to view a broad variety of them. Legitimate agents will actually offer to view a lot of other flats if you do not like your first choice, while scammers will actually try to scam you into buying the first thing that you see. Do not fall for that. It's actually worth to view as many flats as you can because then you'll have a broader choice and you'll possibly end up with the best choice for you. While you might think that paying rent ahead for a couple of months might sound like a scam, it's actually not. Many landlords protect themselves this way, especially if you are a student. Sometimes you will have to pay for up to 6 months ahead on your rent, so be prepared for that. And last but not least, always read the full contract, even the fine print. You never know what they would have put in there. You need to know if and how you can get out of the rental agreement, and you need to know who to turn to when you have any kind of issues. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like and subscribe somewhere over here. And we will see you next time. Bye bye!